Blue butterfly going. Let's do a collective reading. We're going to look at the surrounding energy. Then we're going to get into it. Holy Spirit, angel guys, what do we have for blue butterfly? What's the energy surrounding blue butterfly? We have deception, temptation. Somebody's hiding the fact that they're tempted. But somebody is wearing a mask. What else? Oop. We have present, abundant, gratitude. So this feels like this is going to be a present reading. What's currently happening. At this time, Spirit is also saying to be grateful. When you're grateful, when you have a grateful attitude, it's going to attract more things to you easily. That's how you flow, because you're content with where you are, what you have already achieved. Every milestone is an accomplishment. And instead of making it like a small win, even though it's a small win, make it a big win in your mind, because that energy of gratitude is going to, I won't say that it tricks the universe, but in the universe's language, it's like you having gratitude and appreciating what you already have and treating it like it's something big. You've already attracted what you're seeking because you believe that, you know that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to truly believe it. You have to truly know it. Know it as there's no ifs or maybe. Like, you're gonna have it and walk in it. So that's how the universe responds to you. And this brings it in. So be grateful, be present, focus on this moment. Don't focus on tomorrow or 5 years from now. Just focus on this moment. Work on what you can, deal with what you can. We have guilt, sabotage. Somebody's feeling guilty for sabotaging a connection. This is the same person who is hiding, right? Hiding the fact that they are tempted. They're passionate about this connection. This person is also learning how to be more grateful in the present moment and appreciate what they have. So I feel like the person feeling guilty because they were hiding, they lost the connection, and they're having to learn how to be more grateful for what you have when things are given to you, because they took the connection for granted. We have transcendence, we have unity. So this feels very spiritual. Like, this connection is not, it's not just a strong bond, it's a very deep spiritual connection within this connection. And it's meant for both of them to transcend, right? They're supposed to come together in some way, help each other tap into a powerful energy within them. So I feel like this is one of those connections where it's like these two are doing, I don't know if it's shadow work. Well, I guess it is shadow work. It's shadow work for the masculine. It's hitting them differently. For the masculine, it's shadow work. This is what the connection is teaching him. For the feminine, it's more so of her balancing out herself. Not because of fears, but once she understands, so it's like she's connecting more to logic rather than emotions. Because her emotions can make her decisions, but it's like once she has the understanding, she can balance out her energy and move forward if she needs to. But when she doesn't have understanding, she tends to stay stagnant, right? And then she becomes imbalanced because of how somebody didn't show up and she can't understand it. So it's like she's learning how to stay balanced within her own self. And they had to learn how to move through their fears. There's a lot of confusion on both ends in this connection. But it's because both of them was wearing rose-colored glasses, right? The masculine was wearing it from a place of illusions and fears. Like, them not addressing their fears and them living in like fantasy. Like this person is somebody who they like the idea more than the actual what's that word? More than the reality. Because the reality is like connections are equal. They're give and take. But then if you have an idea that you're supposed to receive because of what you have to give, like financially or in power or in status, that's enough, right? Not seeing somebody else on that human level of like connecting, but the fears is that the person don't want to open up. They don't want to put themselves in a vulnerable place to get hurt. But then they hurt somebody else doing that, putting up that blockage, even if they don't intend to. So it's like that's the mask, that's the deep shadow work that masculine had to do, and seeing that it makes them ungrateful. So losing the feminine is teaching them how to be more grateful, because it's something that they wanted, but they were seeing things through those rose-colored glasses. And then the feminine having to balance out herself. She had to be more bold and brave and just moving into another direction, right? Letting the cycle go, completing it, and allowing herself to change. Going more with the flow and being her own masculine. Not needing somebody to save her, not needing somebody to choose her, want her. She can give herself all those things because when she's her own protector, she knows how to protect herself. So when people come in and they want to take and they want to abuse her kindness, her masculine energy needs to step in and make those logical decisions that this is going to make me feel imbalanced in myself, even if I'm understanding that this person needs time to grow, even if I'm understanding of their pain, their trauma, still being able to protect your own self and be bold to let it go. Like, don't ever feel stuck like this is the best it's gonna be, you know? Hey, straight heartless. Okay, girl, I thought you said working on saving myself for a narcissistic man. I'm like, I know you playing. I know you fucking lying. But then I reread it and it said, okay, working on saving myself from a narcissistic man. Okay, I feel that. Hi, Brittany. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm more blind, y'all. Like, I gotta go get my eyes checked, bro. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if it's just me. Like, but I'm right here next to the screen. I'm probably like this far. I could barely see that. I look like a blob. That's why I have to come up here. But with my glasses on, I could see. But hey, Paige, you made it. This is a good one. So y'all gonna have to rewind this because this is deeper than I thought it was gonna be. I'm like, damn, I thought it was gonna be a quick little 30-minute reading, but I don't think I'm gonna be here for 30 minutes because this one's deep. It's like we go into the root of the problem, the psychology. You get me? I'm gonna start reading some psychology books too because it's like I feel like that's like I could get so much better at reading these energies because I'm breaking down their mindset. Like we get into the core and then I'm breaking down y'all mindset too so y'all could change your energy so you could think differently. So I'm like, this mess is deep. But yeah, so the feminine, she had to learn how to flow, tap into the water element, right? The water element in her, that because we got to go on this journey to learn all of our elements. So does the masculine. We have our natural gifts. Our natural gifts is the energy that we're born with, right? Like our sun sign. But we have other energies, other signs in our birth chart that makes us different. So everybody's blueprint is just different. We're the same. We come from the same, whatever the fuck it is, whatever you want to call it. You get me? So it's like We're just different variations of it. But it's the same formula. And then those that came into this lifetime to do something that are supposed to be in these divine unions, it's like it's going to take longer to come into union because of your mission and the things you need to see, the things your eyes need to open up to, how you need to change, right? But the masculine got to do the work and the feminine got to do the work. And it takes a while. But it's so much to learn. So when you put the focus back on you, you're going to always be developing, and your counterpart, whether you met them or not, they're doing the work on the other side because y'all connected. It's just that people get hooked in situations and they feel like, I got this strong bond with this person, so they're my counterpart and I got to stay here. But you keep yourself stagnant because it's like you're not going on your journey. You're not allowing yourself to change. Y'all that seen me since I started Coffee with She and Tarot, y'all know that I've changed, even if y'all only been here for a year. And I change quick and I change fast. You get me? I feel different right now. I'm still trying to accept this newer version of myself because I'm still there, but I feel myself where it's like, no, I'm different now. And I can't go back. I've developed past that version of myself. So I can't, you just can't go back to what you've already outdone. You get me? So you literally only get better. And the person that you're meant to be with, it's like you're stopping yourself from meeting them. Like, just let yourself evolve and grow. You're going to run into them. You have to. It's connected. And then when the union comes together, it's so beautiful because this is literally like a goddess and a god together. Do you know how powerful that is? Like, this love is the highest form of love. Everybody in relationships, they don't experience the highest form of love. They're experiencing love. It's love in their highest capacity. You understand? But the deeper you go, the stronger that is. So anyways, let's get back to it. That's the journey. Thank you, boss lady. Hey, coach. No, so look, you said if the masculine abandoned the feminine through free will, do we still continue the mission, or are we rerouted? New mission, new soulmate. So this is it. Your journey is to figure out your purpose, who you are, what you're doing. Like for me, I've been on my journey. I'm a high priestess. My job is to bring couples into divine union, like that spirit has called, chosen for it, because everybody's not going to come into this union. These people are star seeds, but I've had to figure this out on my journey as I've been reading these energies, looking at the patterns. I'm studying it. You get me? None of this, I've never seen that. Well, I've seen a divine union happen, right? But I feel like spirit let me see that so that I could understand the journey. But I haven't seen it in my own life, but I've seen the changes of what I've read about, even when I wasn't there, because I'm a psychic. So it's like I'm growing as I'm doing it. But damn, I forgot my whole point. I forgot my whole point because I was going in circles. Going back to the masculine. Okay, the masculine abandoning the feminine. So it's like you're going on your journey, discovering who you are. Then you're finding your mission. You're finding your purpose. Your masculine is doing the same thing. You'll meet people who you might think is that person, but it's not that you're switching. It's not that you're switching soulmates. You're learning lessons with these soulmates. So these counterparts, you're meant to love them. That love is real. You got more than one. You get me? So it's like you love them in that moment that you're supposed to love them. When the lesson is learned, move on. That person can come back as the person you're supposed to have that mission with together, but they have their own purpose and you have your own purpose. You get me? And your purposes align. So it's like, that's why you got to figure out who you are first, because you know what you're aligning to. So when that person, that energy shows up, then you'll meet your counterpart for the first time, but you'll see pieces of him through these lessons, these connections, these growing periods, right? And you might get a glimpse of it where it's like, I think that one is my counterpart, but it's not time yet, because Spirit is going to talk to you. Spirit's going to reveal it when it's necessary. You're going to go through periods where you're not sure, and then you're going to get a whole bunch of signs around it because you're growing through it. You get me? So even with me being a psychic, I know everything how my life is going to be. I've just been learning what I need to walk into it. So I've been creating it, but I didn't know the in-betweens of how I was going to create it. That came with time, because Spirit just kept telling me, keep going, keep going, keep going, right? And then when I focused on what I'm learning in the moment and I break past that, then they start to reveal more. Like, so it's still, you're not going to know everything. You just got to go through life. But the main goal is to learn yourself, who you are, and it's going to pull you and your counterpart together. So don't get hooked on the connection. You're just seeing your person through that person, and where you are at and where that person is at. That's what you're learning when you're meeting these counterparts. That's you and your divine counterpart. You get it? So it's an energy. Same thing with twin flame, but you got your true twin flame. It stops there. Like, nobody, you won't have that bond with nobody else the way you do with your shadow twin, for those of you guys that have that. So it's all connected. And I guess I need to talk about that more, because these are the type of downloads I have that I don't talk about. I just read the energy. But that's what psychic philosopher is for. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get these thoughts over there, but I can't get there yet. So yeah, that would give you guys more insight into my mind, how Spirit gives me these downloads on how divine union is supposed to come together, but it takes time. So we're going to get back to the storyline. The feminine had to learn how to be brave, right? And trust the universe and be her own protector, her own masculine. So that's her learning how to be complete and whole. And she's the leader. So the masculine follows her lead. She's the guide. If you really think about it, and me and my best friend was talking about it, men love to be submissive. They love to be submissive. Like, the real ones and the gentle ones, they love to submit. That's why a lot of men like toxic women, because the toxic women have this type of, like, demanding energy. You get me? So it's like, when you start to learn that, it makes sense. It's like, so it's like, even in science, they say the feminine matures quicker than the male. The woman mature faster than the men, right? It's like, divine feminines are natural leaders. So the masculine, he submits to his role as the masculine when he meets his divine feminine, because now he's ready to be the leader, but that's scary for him. So he go through all this self-sabotaging because he doesn't know how to be a leader, and she's strong, right? It's a lion and a lioness. The woman lion go hunting. So it's like, the feminine moving forward when it's necessary, being her own masculine, it helps her masculine awaken and do that work, right? Because it's like they're both connecting the same way. When he taps into his feminine energy, he's tapping into her, because they're each other. So it's like, and they're connected. They're going to both do the work. They're going to both feel it. We got regret. So that's on the masculine side. His third eye is opening. So he is being more and more awakened. He's watching. He wants to apologize. But, okay, we got a timeline for winter. That could be this year, that this person's going to reach out, or it could be next year. It could be any winter. But it's that season, that time, that this masculine is going to have this rebirth. He is changing. He's watching the feminine. He wants to apologize because he was behaving toxic, right? So he has to break these patterns. But he's watching the feminine. Okay. I don't know if I want this deck now. Let's see. What else do we have? I don't have another karmic in me. When I say I'm exhausted in energy and having to be high vibe and illuminating lessons, yeah, I know, but I'm telling you, the way that it levels you up is crazy. Hi, Loyalty. It's been a minute. Yeah, the way... Let me put on my glasses because I can't see y'all. I really can't see y'all. And I would like to see y'all. Hold on. Why is that held? I don't know why they be hiding. They hide some of y'all comments, but they need to hide some other people's comments that be saying crazy stuff, and they don't be doing that. You say you are right about a man liking to submit. A healed man shares the reins of power with ease, and even toxic men like dominatrix behavior. Yup. I've been learning that. I'm like, that's why they like the mean girls. But they don't know that that's what it is. But that's what it is. They're naturally submissive. But we've been lied to. You get me? It's not a gender role thing. But it's like, it's men's ego that don't make them submit. Because that's why a feminine is a gift. Because she's going to allow him to be the leader. But she has authority as well. She understands the unseen world. Right? He needs that insight through her. But they work together. But he has the strength. He has the mind, he has the will, everything to lead his family. So the masculine has to wake up to that. He has to go through all of that healing and believe in himself. So that's where the feminine, once it's revealed to her that this is her counterpart, right? She sends them love. She lets them, like, they speak energetically as well, telepathically. Like their connection is different. So with counterparts, it's like you can close the door on your counterpart, you can ignore them, right? But it's like you could be mad 1 second and you could just open up the door to talk to them. Like if you just think about them, you're going to connect to their energy and feel their warmth. You'll feel when they pull on yours too, because it's like that person is physically there. It's like you're in a relationship. So when you're fighting and you're separated, y'all still together, but y'all in that space where it's just like I don't like the way you did me. You know that shit was wrong. Like y'all on timeout until both understand what went wrong in the situation. So they're not going to physically talk in the 3D, but they're going to talk in the 5D. They're communicating all the time because they're already energetically married. You get me? It's like they're married in the 5D, so they can't run far from each other in the 3D. It's like you got to sit and think about what you did. This is time out because you knew that shit was wrong. And then the feminine also knows that it's going down that direction, but she's hoping like, I hope they get it before they lose this, right? But that's why she had to learn to walk away, because she be knowing she be wanting to save them, but she can't. So it's like she got to walk away when she's not being treated fairly. You get me? Regardless of how much she loved them, or even if she sees that they care, they got to learn their lesson. So she has to be really, really strong. But it becomes easy when you know what you're worth too. It's like, I'm not going to let this drain me or bring me down, take me out of my element. So it's, I lost my train of thought again. That means I need to get into the tarot. But it's, you know, it's a beautiful dynamic in the end. It's just frustrating. But, oh, my point was that they do telepathically communicate. So when they're done being upset with each other, like when they finally get it, they'll feel that energy around each other. They'll think about each other. And then it's like they'll have the energetic phone call. When we're reading these energies and like you're about to receive a message, this person's going to reach out. That's energetic. It's energetic. It's not always they're going to physically do it in 3D. The 3D takes a long time, but y'all work in the 5D first. So when you get that, like, are they reaching out to me energetically right now? Like, do I feel their presence? And then when you start connecting, because you guys are letting it flow in the 5D, you're communicating again. That's how you end up manifesting them in the 3D, because y'all both want it. Y'all both focused on it. You get me? But that's because you was already having a conversation. So you already know where they are in the 5D when they show up in the 3D. So on and so on. So he wants to apologize. He's been watching her. She could be receiving these messages where if she thinks about them, she feels a little sad. Like she feels bad for them. But it's because they're feeling guilty. So she's picking up on what he's feeling about her. This could be for twin flames too. So I feel like this is twin flames and its counterparts. The thing with twin flames and counterparts, they both have telepathy. They both have this type of dynamic. Because the twin flame is you. It's your light and shadow aspect, right? That's what you're balancing out in that connection. The counterpart is the best version of yourself, who you grow into, right? And that's the feminine masculine balance of your own self. So they're both your twin flames. But y'all not ready for that. This is school over here. We're just going to say twin flame counterpart, but you got two twin flames. So the one you're supposed to be with is your counterpart twin flame. You get me? But they're both connections that help you grow because you're learning lessons and the love is real. Regardless of how they treat you, the love is real. And I feel like for the twin flames, it's like when they grow to this space, this is how they're going to think about the situation as well. Like, because with the twin flames, that contract was for them to be with each other, come into union, but they didn't choose that. They chose to stay in a lower frequency, to not really develop past where they were, right? Toxicity. So they forfeit that contract, and that's where the counterpart come in, the second twin flame. But to me, I feel like it's always supposed to go that way. I don't think twin flames are supposed to be together. You get me? I think that it's just a different dynamic in the work you're supposed to do together. So they didn't really forfeit the contract. They actually fulfill it by playing their role. They fulfill it. So that, you get me, you could get to the true twin flame or the second twin flame. But anyways, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, but y'all get it? Y'all could use it both ways. If you're dealing with a counterpart or if you're dealing with a twin flame. Heightened, but I know. I be feeling like I don't be gone that long, but then I do. Even 2 days feel long. It feel like a long time. All right, what do we have, Holy Spirit, angel guys, on this energy? Oh, see, we got Page of Cups. They want to apologize. They want to talk. I feel like they want to apologize, but they also want to offer some emotions. Right? We have the Star. They're hopeful about it. I feel like their energy is changing, or it's going to change, because the guilt is going to eat them up. The fact they didn't say all that they needed to say. They hid. Oh, we got another timeline. Our autumn, harvest. So we got winter and we got autumn, harvest, and rebirth. Maybe that's when it's going to come in, whichever one is first. But they're connected, and then this is going to be union. But they want to heal. They have been healing. What else? They want to heal the connection. Ooh. Who we got? Mr. King of Swords. We've been hearing about the King of Wands lately. But we're going to see if he turned into the King of Wands. They slow. Twin flame soulmate. I feel like we have twin flames, we have soulmates, we have twin flame counterparts, we have counterparts, we have karmics. So they're all different type of relationships. The only unions that I feel like exist is the twin flame counterpart, because that one is like you're doing both work together. Twin flame is a journey, counterpart is a journey. So you go on that journey with your twin flame, and then you go on that journey with them as the counterpart as well, because they change their energy. So you grow through it all with them. You get me? But for the shadow, but those twin flame dynamics, they're not light and shadow. They're twin flames that are like, you've had past connections with them, like past life connections. And something that didn't work out in one lifetime, you have another opportunity to work it out in this lifetime, right? So it's like let's say they didn't finish out, like they didn't really get together in that last lifetime, and it's something that they wanted, but it was like a lot of obstacles in the way, and then at the end they were close to it, but they didn't get to have it. That's what ends up happening in this lifetime with them. You get it? So it's a different dynamic. But the shadow light twin, that's like brother sister type of thing. It's like if you picture twins that were born at the same time in the womb, they're the same person. They have all the same traits, qualities. They come from the same cloth, but they still are two individual people. But that's the light shadow dynamic of yourself. So that type of work is different. That's typically for the people who are like star seeds, that have like big purposes, because they gotta have a certain type of strength for that. Then there's unions, divine unions, that are gonna come together because they're meant to impact the world. Like, we're changing the world. Like, look at love these days. This shit is crazy. This world is toxic. So these divine unions, they're on different levels of it. You get me? But so the unions, the journey is different. It's different on like how you're gonna go through it. Some things you're not gonna experience that you hear, because it's like you're not supposed to go through it like that. And then the quicker you know the lessons, the quicker you guys come into union. So if you focus on yourself, Nani, welcome back, baby. So if you focus on yourself, you'll elevate very, very quickly, and it'll pull your person in quicker. But the longer you resist doing the inner work, it's just going to take forever. So the same thing for everybody is to, I need some water. The same thing for everybody is to follow your path where you're being guided. Because y'all gonna run into each other. But back to the storyline. So we got the King of Swords. He back. Y'all thought he left? He's trying to heal. But he doesn't want this connection to go. So I feel that his energy, if it's surrounding the feminine right now and she can feel it, she feels warm. She feels like she's, I don't know if you guys ever been, or I'll say if you've been around the presence of a true masculine energy. It doesn't have to be like a romantic thing. It's just like your father or your grandpa, but that feeling you get where you feel protected, you feel safe, you feel like you don't have to worry, right? It's that type of energy. He's back. It's that type of energy where You just feel safe. You feel protected. You feel loved, cared for. This is how she might feel because that's their energy hovering around her. Remember, they watch her a lot. They watch her a lot. So their energy is definitely around her. They've been healing and they've been focused on her. This apology that they want to, they know that they want to make amends. They don't want this connection to end. They're also thinking marriage, right? They're like, I want to marry this feminine. I want to be her emperor and I want this to be serious. So he's been healing so he could be this. Two of Cups. Okay, we're getting into it now, y'all. The storyline has begun. We got the Lovers. So the masculine is at the point where he chooses this. This is good because we're not falling in love. When it's real and it's really divine, we're choosing love. Falling in love is like, you didn't mean for this to happen. You get me? You know who you're picking and why you're picking them. So both the feminine and masculine need to get to that point. Why am I choosing this person to be my partner? Because you guys are aligned. Because you know who you are. You know what you're going after. You know what you're creating. And this person is going to add that value to your life. And you're going to add that to theirs. You both have what each other need because you are both each other. You get me? So how you operate out of your masculine energy, that's how they operate. So you understand their needs naturally. Same thing with you. You're their feminine energy. So them being in touch with their feminine self, they know exactly what you need. Now these couples can balance each other. They can work together. They can help each other, add value, and increase, right? And then complete their mission together. Y'all funny. Hi, Jennifer. Yes, hi, Mia. It is powerful. That's why I tell you guys, like, I don't tell you guys who to choose as your partner, right? It's like, my job is to help you get clarity on the energy, because the energy is what you need to know and focus on, because your person is going to embody that energy. So it doesn't matter if it's a past person, as long as they align to it. If they're that, then it's going to work out. But if they're not aligned to it, it's not going to work out. You get me? So once you have that discernment and you know that that's your path, that's your path. But, all right, back to the storyline. So I'm a little high too, y'all. That's probably why I'm over here. we start getting off points and stuff. But I also feel like it was one of them days where I was like, I think we just gonna end up talking today, because I don't know, I was feeling like that. I was just feeling like we need to talk. I need to have a conversation with y'all. But anyways, he's thinking marriage. He's thinking he want to be with her forever. He like, this is it. I know this is it. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. We got the Empress upright. Oh, I don't know why the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, I think the Empress doesn't really know this. Hold on. Oh, he's hoping she's single. Oh, he nasty. He's hoping she's single. Like, look at these cards. So that's her as the Empress, right? She's sitting on her throne. You know the Empress is looking good. The Empress is taking care of business. She's nurturing. She's kind. She's very mature, very motherly, giving, loving. Like, she got good energy, and then she's powerful because she knows who she is and she stands on that, right? Like, nothing can change her, nothing can sway her. She's powerful. And at the same time that she's powerful, she's very graceful. So her energy is inviting. If if she puts, you know, those people that are like, I don't know what you would call them, but it's like when they work, they're in a position that they're definitely CEOs, but I guess that is it, it's like when they're like a CEO, and if they partner with somebody or invest in something, it's gonna grow because their name is good for it. It holds weight. There we go. Like, she hold weight. You get me? That's Big Mama. So he's thinking about her, and he's thinking about her passionately. That's that Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is also about your energy. So those of you guys that like reading tarot, right? It's like this can be very sexual as well, because it's like what your energy is being directed to. He want to offer her his You see how that look like a It's glowing. I got the magic stick. So he want to offer her that, right? And then we got the Knight of Cups. That's romantic feelings. And he's laying there thinking, for swords withdrawn. So he's really sitting there just thinking about her sexually. So, you know, that's how you manifest as well. But it's because he wants intimacy with her. And I think he wonders if she could feel it. That's why we got the High Priestess in the reverse. Because he's probably been doing it for a while, but she has been ignoring it. But if she begins to feel it, it's because she's opened up that energetic telephone they talking, right? But he's hoping she's single. So he's thinking about bang bang. He's thinking about how he wants to connect, though. It's like, it's out of love, because he's desiring intimacy. He's not just desiring sex. He's attracted to her. He wants her, but it's intimacy. He feels like he can have intimacy with her. Like, he's more so fantasizing about making love. You get me? Pouring out his feelings, being affectionate. He wants her affection. Because he also feels like her energy is very healing. I'm over it. Look, I feel you. I feel you. But you ain't got no choice. Keep going. But I feel you. Just like over and over and over again. I remember the last lesson I learned in December. That one had me like that. Like, Spirit, I'm over this shit. Like, what the fuck is the point? At this point, what is the point? But I pulled myself together because I saw it. I needed it. That's the thing. It's like, you be so mad at the lesson, but you be needing it. You be needing it, because I'm like, that was a game changer. That was the first time in my life I ever wanted to cry over dick. That was the first time. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I think I already told y'all what happened. Because at first I was trying to talk in code, and then I was like, no. But I really just wanted a connection that was like, we can love each other, but we don't gotta do that. Like, we don't gotta have that attachment of like, we gotta be in a relationship. Nothing gotta mess up. But let's just have a good time every now and again. But we love each other. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we love each other. That's it. I had the full-blown conversation with this dude. And we were cool before that. Like, we were friends. But there was always that underlying sexual connection there. But it's like, we literally sat there and talked. Because I'm open. We're grown. Like, you get me? I'm going to tell you what I want. And if you with it, we with it. But if we not, we not. And then he agreed to it. But he had I guess he had concerns because it's like he was in a place where he didn't want to get distracted. And in his defense, I feel like what he was trying to say was that he was going to get hooked on me and he wasn't going to be able to keep it like us just being friends and stuff like that. And I understood that, but I was like, well, I wouldn't be a distraction. I'm encouraging you to actually spend time by yourself, do your thing by yourself. Like, I got my own shit too. I just don't like sleeping around with people, but I like dick. You get me? Like, I got my needs, bro. And I like to do that with people that I trust. Like, you can't just be a stranger to me like that. We gotta have a bond at some level, you know? And I was looking, I manifested it because I was looking. I don't want to offend nobody, but I was looking for something. I was looking for something, and I felt like he might have had it. So, and I was right. I was like, I was guessing. Y'all girlies know what I'm talking about. Like I was guessing everything, and I think I hit the target. Right? Remember Nanas? We was talking about that. Like I've been talking about this for a while with y'all on live. Y'all know, but I hit the target with it because I was like, okay, my judgment was correct. So, anyways, we had that whole conversation, and then it's like we agreed we was gonna go through with it. You get me? And I was like, are you sure? Because I don't want this to like distract you, whatever. He said, yeah. So we went through with it. Not even the next day, bitch. The same day, I got a phone call after he took a shower. He told me that he felt like he just wanted to be friends because he felt like that was going to distract him, and he's sorry that he didn't come to that conclusion earlier and da-da-da. Man, I was out of there. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? We just had the goddamn conversation. Like, why did I waste my celibacy? Why? I don't like one night stands. I despise it. Like, that shit just pissed me off. That was my breaking point. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. But the thing is that he was a twin flame. He was a twin flame, but he wasn't my shadow twin. He was a karmic lesson, but he wasn't like a karmic. Like he's actually very divine. I get it. His reasoning was he was gonna get hooked on me. Like he was gonna fall in love, and he didn't want to fall in love because it was gonna distract him. And I think he was going through some heartbreak, so he didn't have bad intentions. The lesson he learned in that was don't wait until after the fact, because there were some private things he told me about how people treated him, and he literally did that to me. Like he told me that he thought people only wanted him for passion because he's attractive. He's an attractive dude, and that thing was thinging. But he's an attractive dude, so I guess they would get hooked on that, and they get hooked on the thing more than like who he is, which he's a beautiful person. Like he was very emotionally open, vulnerable. You get me? So the problem wasn't that like I liked him, but it was the fact that we had this conversation. I told you I don't like this type of stuff. Like that hurt me. You get me? And like we went through with it, and then you did it. You did that. So his lesson was to, and then I told him, I was like, by the way, you did the same thing to me. Like you treated me like it was just about passion because you just did that to me. Like you just dropped me. And we just had this whole conversation. So it was a reflection in that moment of what he didn't mean it. It's a twisted thing when you're learning these type of lessons. He didn't mean to do that. He didn't think about it happening like that. He just didn't want to get distracted. But he was tempted. He fell into temptation. I get it. It still affected the other person though, right? So what that teaches him, it's like you treated her the same way you said people treat you. Like they see you like they're just so tempted by you. They want to try you, whatever. You get me? Even if they know they shouldn't. There's no, the depth isn't there, whatever. So he did that, so now he's in that shoes of those people, but he didn't mean to. So now he could also see from their perspective that him being attractive doesn't always mean that people are trying to use him. You get what I'm saying? Because that's not what he was trying to do with me. So you learn in that situation how to see through the other people and how you saw them, and you're in that situation. And then now it creates this change because you're learning two lessons at once. Now you got to see through the other person's perspective. So it was one of them things where it's like after he told me that, I thought I was cool with it. I was gonna go that route where I'm like, I get it, it's okay. We could be friends until I get in a relationship. But I honored myself. This is the point where I was telling you guys. I honored myself because I was like, I'm not. This is what I always fucking do. I'm always so understanding that I forgive it, but I don't honor my pain. Like, no, you hurt me because I didn't want to do that. I could have kept my celibacy. I wasted it. Like, we had a conversation. So I started to get pissed off. And then I was like, you know what? No, I don't want them in my life at all because we could have just not did it. And I get their reasoning why. But and I started to think, like, if he can make a decision like that after the fact, there's other things he's going to do in that space. And I know how I feel about him, that I can't just be your friend. Like, we didn't have to be a couple, but our connection is way past friendship. Friendships, I don't have sex with my friends. I don't call you my friend and then I'm sleeping with you. You get me? Like, I don't do that. So I cut those ties. So it's like I honored that. I was like, I'm not. I don't want to do it. And I just detached from him, unfollowed him. I didn't block his phone number because it's not that serious. But I just was like, it's not what I want. And then we just didn't contact each other because it's one of them mutual things where it's like he probably realized he fucked up. And he was overthinking. And then we could have had a thing where it was just like every now and again. But you got somebody, you know, when y'all both want to, you get me? Where it's not a distraction. But I'm like, why can't niggas just get it right? Like, I'm always the leader, bro. I'm always the leader and they still get it wrong. So anyways, that was my breaking point where I was like, I'm not waiting. Once I don't like it, I'm just gone. Because it really did hurt my feelings and made me cry. Because I was like, what the fuck, bro? I was really pissed. So then I started my celibacy over. And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to fuck nothing. Because they don't be pleasing me all that anyways. And it's like, because I only be doing it like once or twice with them, I feel like I don't get it. Like, y'all not giving me what I want. So I'm just going to wait for my motherfucking man. You get me? I'll handle that myself. But I'm going to wait for my true man. People could take me out on dates. People could wine and dine me. You paying for my energy. But unless I want you and you my man, it ain't, don't touch me, don't look at me. But I learned that lesson, like, to honor my feelings. And I wanted that D so bad. I wanted that D. That D, I won't say it was the best. If I could put two people together, I would say that the Scorpio and they both water signs, and the Cancer. But the Cancer had the right size. The Scorpio had the right moves. But I got what I wanted. I would say those two are top two. Those two are top two. We're gonna just be friends. Yes, he made me cry. I was really crying for that D though. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, man, now I gotta say no. If who's a Libra, me or the person? Lord have mercy on her. That person wasn't a Libra. That person was a Cancer, and I'm not a Libra. I'm a Pisces. But see, the thing is that, like, I already know when it's gonna be good. Oh, they move? No, it was a Scorpio. It was a Scorpio. It was a Scorpio. I feel like Scorpios live up to their reputation. They definitely live up to their reputation. The Cancer would have been, he probably would have been better than the Scorpio if we did it more than one time. Because like I could always tell that it's gonna be good with a person, but if we stop too early, I'm not one of them people that give it all out. Like I don't give it all out. I give you some. You get me? But the more we do it, then maybe you get a little bit more out of me. But I don't give it all. So the experience they have versus what I have, I'm like, we would have to do it more. You get me? But I could already tell you would be up there, but we didn't do it enough, so I can't put you up there. Find you a Sag. I don't think I ever had a Sag. And you dealt with a Pisces? That is so funny. We had a switch. Yes. Yes. But all right, so yeah, this masculine, he's seeing this feminine as his wife. But okay, his energy is changing. He was disappointed at first about the connection. Losing the connection. But he's not anymore. He's coming out of that energy. I feel a lot of love off of him. He's saying that he wants to fight for the connection, even if it hurts, because it hurts more to not have her talking to him. He sees her as a Queen of Pentacles, right? Somebody who's stable. She could be an earth sign too, because we got her double time as earth energy, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Don't have to be, or you guys could be in that archetype, right? But he want to communicate. So what this masculine is leaving behind is like a whole lifestyle, right? He's somebody who gets a lot of attention, like a lot. And when you get a lot of attention, it's hard for you to spot somebody out the crowd, like, because there's so much people on you. Like, well, it's two ways. It could be hard, it could not be hard at the same time, because they're going to show up differently. But at the same time, it could be hard because it's like you have a certain perspective about yourself, how you get what you want, and it's like you don't have to do a lot of work for it. So you can treat somebody like they're not that important because you're exalted as more important. So he's walking away from this. That's a big deal. On this journey, you have to sacrifice. You have to die to your old self. This is his old self. Somebody who always was in the spotlight. Somebody who got a lot of attention. Somebody who everybody wants. You know, people beg for their attention. They don't have to do the work to have anything come to them. And they have a lot of options. They could move any direction that they want to go, but they had to really sit with themselves with that Five of Pentacles, because even though they got all this attention, they still felt unworthy on the inside. That was a mask, right? Like, that's really, they figured out that that's really why they always wanted to get attention, because I feel like they always wanted attention. They didn't necessarily do things for attention, but they were working for that. So it's like in life, right? In the physical reality that we live in order for you to have status, you have to have an image, a persona. You have to reach a certain point on the ladder. Um, but your money, what you have, is what gives you status. So he would work hard to have that status. So that's him working for the attention. But he doesn't necessarily like need to do anything. It's just because he has status, he gets attention. But he's getting attention from other people who are karmic, broken. To somebody real, your status don't matter. It's like we love each other. Your resources matter, yes, because how are we gonna live, survive? But your status don't matter. You know that song by, ooh, that is my song too. Y'all know that song by Chloe? I think it's called East Coast Status. But it's that song that goes like, fuck your status, something, something, fuck your status. Like, that song is so dope. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's East Coast Status, something like that. But that's the energy of this song. It's not going to take long. Chloe. That is not what I typed in. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to find it. Yep, seeking validation outside. Damn, I can't find it. Hold on, wait. One more try. Because it's on my head now. Is it this one? If it's not this one, then whatever.
I've tried everything.
I tried.
Mouthwash, the tongue scrapers. And these are what air ads look like now. Okay, so everyone's.
Is it this? Come on. I don't remember it starting like that. I don't think it's this one. Oh, it is this one. Hold on. Okay, so it is that one. But it's called FYS. Chloe FYS. That was the song that was in my head. Fuck your status, yeah. So anyways, it's like he's leaving that all behind. And this has taken a lot of courage for him because, I mean, put yourself in that position. If you get a lot of attention, that's what you base your worth on. That's what you build up your whole life around. And then now there's someone who you want their attention, but this person you got to work for it. Now it makes you realize that you really weren't as confident as you thought that you were. Your confidence came from other people giving you their energy. So this was a part of his perspective that needed to shift. In his mindset, it was that I don't have to give because it's given to me because of my status. So he takes, but he doesn't know he's taking. This is what makes the counterpart different from the twin flame. They don't, it sound the same. Like he sound like a narcissist, an asshole, and he is, but it's not because he's really intentionally being that. Twin flames are aware of themselves being an asshole. They enjoy it. You get me? They do it on purpose. Yes, it's a part of their trauma, but they actually enjoy it. Just like how empaths like helping people heal, they enjoy it. Narcissists enjoy inflicting pain. Counterparts, they're narcissistic too, but they don't enjoy doing that. They're just unaware. Once they become unaware, they make those changes. And y'all see how I say we got two twin flames? Because it's literally the opposite. One is doing the work, the other one don't. Like, until it's too late. But even then, they're sad about what they lost for themselves. But anyways, so he's looking at where he lacked, the things that he did for attention. So remember, we had him where he's like, I want to apologize. He's been healing. So he's going to come back. And he feels like that Empress is his wife. He sees her as a Queen of Wands now. She's changed. She's grown. So both of them have changed and grown into different people. He's grown into this Emperor. So his energy is completely different. And she's grown into this Queen of Wands. Somebody who... Remember how... Ooh, that's tea. Remember how he wanted a lot of attention, or he got a lot of attention? She got that. So whatever she does, it brings in attention. She's magnetic. And her power is different, though. Her power comes from a self-assurance. It didn't... So she was like the opposite of him. He was powerful, but he wasn't as powerful as her. And that's why he behaved the way that he did. So he addressed the lack within him. Because he is a powerful person. He just had his identity wrong. Like, you get me? So when he tapped into his real power, that masculine energy that comes out, he's different. So she has this power in herself, this true power that's magnetic. And she's recognized for it as well. Why is that High Priestess there in the reverse? I want a different deck. Let's do this one. Thank you, Isa. I think that's how you say it. Hi, Celanese. Yep, he needed to tap into that strength. Exactly. So, damn, y'all didn't even know he was on here for 68 minutes. But this is a good one. We had a whole little... What y'all doing? Y'all eating y'all popcorn? Y'all cleaning up? I don't know how y'all get through these readings, to be honest. Like, I'm always like amazed by y'all, because I'm like, if I listen to my reading over, I'm listening to it in 2x. Like, I hit the 2x. I can't sit here and watch no 2-hour live. But I guess when it's on your life, I guess you can. It's a movie. You was late. I'm just glad you back, Nani. I missed you, girl. We got new people over here and everything. Y'all don't know Nani. Nani is the OG, okay? She the moderator. That's why when y'all be asking me, do I have a moderator? I'm like, yeah, I got one. She's just not here right now. And I didn't let nobody else be the moderator. They give you life. Aw, I'm glad they give y'all life. All right, so I like his energy. I could say that he's really like stepping into a different energy. His energy is powerful, it's secure, it's dominant, it's giving king of the jungle. And that passion he has for the feminine, damn. He don't want nobody else. I don't think his thing can work for nobody else. Look, oh my God, what just came to my mind? You see how she holding the rod? She got his thing in her hands. And then remember we had the Ace of Wands, and I was like, that's where his energy is focused towards her. Look, you see the hand too holding it, and her hand holding it. She got him wrapped around her finger. She don't even know it. All right, why is the High Priestess in a reverse? Princess Swords. Princess of Swords. Oh. I think it's his thoughts about her. He hadn't been able to feel her energy. So he could feel it too when he sent her energy. Like, but see, the thing is like I'm seeing a couple where it's like they're fighting, they're separated, but they love each other. Like, they're not going nowhere else. They just mad. You get me? But it's like as the days go by, whatever they were mad about don't even matter anymore because they just want to hold each other. They miss each other. But then now it's like, who's going to reach out first? One is waiting for the other to do it. So they're always in the back of their mind, but then they're still ignoring. They're ignoring them. Right? Because it's like, I'm mad. I don't want to think about you. So he kind of feels like that. Like he's not dealing with nobody else. He's been working on himself. He's been healing. He's been wanting to get back to her, but going through it in his mind. But he's like, she's attractive. She's this Queen of Wands now. She probably has all these options. Like, remember how it's like he's picturing her being how he was when he had all these options, all these people giving to him attention, and how happy he was, like swimming in that. He feels like now that's how she is. So he's in the energy that she was in the past, where even if she had options, she wasn't swimming in it. She only wanted them. She was willing to drop everybody. But he was basking in it. He didn't want to let go of the attention of the others to just focus on her. He's feeling like that's her energy now. She's too busy focused on attention from others to be worried about him. He feels like she doesn't watch him. Maybe he looks for her to watch him, search him up, look him up. He feels like she doesn't want to work on anything. Her energy's really been withdrawn. So I do feel like there was a lot of times he was sending her sexual energy, because we got that Ace of Wands again, right? But he didn't feel her connect to it. She could have probably like pushed it away. So he knew she's still mad at me. She doesn't want nothing to do with me right now. And I think just those energetic fighting, it was like whooping him in the physical too, because he's like, fuck, like, why do I feel like this? Like, we're not even in a relationship. We're not together. But I feel like she's mine. And it's like, it's making me mad that she does. Well, it hurts him, but it still makes him mad too, because he can't do nothing about it. Like, he's being ignored. And then thinking about other people getting her attention, giving her attention, and her just loving it. So it's like making him jealous. But all of that is making him heal himself, because remember, this is just energetic. Technically, it's like, that's not your woman. You pushed her away. you got no right to be mad about who's giving her attention and her not talking to you. You didn't give anything to her. So what you mad about? You get me? It's like, that's a lot of wand. Yeah. She got options. Get your flow back? Exactly. Get your flow back. But Yeah, he's thinking about himself. He's thinking about how much he really was lacking in himself. Yeah, he just felt like she was ignoring him and because he couldn't feel her energy anymore. But you know, it was good because it's saying that because he couldn't feel her energy, she took all her power away and her focus off of them. And even if she did enjoy the attention she's getting from elsewhere, it's like if her heart wants him, they're gonna be drawn back together, right? Because it's about him aligning to her. She's not gonna give up her heart if they don't align to her, if they don't get it right, if they don't fix it, if they don't change. The more they stay away, the more that they don't do what's necessary or grow, the more she's going to keep moving away and away and away from them. But I feel like she's gonna feel that because the divine feminine knows, she knows where her masculine is. If she really pays attention, it's like I see a little bit of growth, but you haven't grown enough. So I can't indulge with you. So I feel like when he gets to this point where he's more healed in his energy, she's gonna feel it and it's gonna soften her up towards him again. In the 5D, right? What else? Two of Torches, Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. Damn. So much wands for real. Okay, and I think for her, she looks at the situation differently down the line. Like, even though she was mad, because we got Two of Wands, it's like she never really made a choice to move on. She was always at this crossroad of like, I could call in somebody new, or I could like, I think it was like I could call it, it's like sometimes she wanted to call in somebody new, sometimes she's like, well, what if they did heal and they caught up to my timeline? Would I really reject them? So a part of her still wanted them and a part of her wanted to move forward. So I feel like she came to this place that she wasn't moving forward. She wasn't moving forward because she kept trying to, like, one minute she's like, oh, I'm gonna stay, oh, I'm gonna go, oh, I'm gonna stay, oh, I'm gonna go. So it wasn't calling them in either because it's like she's not making up her mind, he not making up. Well, hold on, I think they both were indecisive about the connection at one point. Oh, so when he was indecisive, it made her indecisive. When he finally got sure of her, then her energy tamed as well. That's crazy. So it's like she kept being indecisive. I wanna try it if they do change, but then a part of me just wants something new. So I do feel like she was still pushing forward, even though she kept going back and forth in her mind, but that's what was stopping the connection from coming together because she wasn't making a decision and then they weren't making a decision either. So them being the masculine and leading it energetically, the more they tap into their masculine energy, the more she can follow their lead. So it's like she energetically got the shift in him where it's like, okay, he knows what he wants now. And then she's like, well, I'm just going to continue moving forward and working on my Queen of Pentacles. My, like, happily, she's like, I'm working on my money. I know who they are. I know that they're healing. It's like she just gets the truth. They're healing. So Then we have the Queen of Wands. She's just going on her journey, focusing on herself. She's not waiting for them, but she's open to them. She's letting them know, like, you can come back home. We can try again. But I'm still moving forward. You have to be what I'm looking for. Because she's still on her journey in becoming this Queen of Pentacles. Right? She's still completing her mission, her purpose. But she's telling her counterpart that you can meet me there, because in reality, even though she wants to be with somebody, she doesn't want to be with she don't want to be with just anybody. And she's still working on herself. She hasn't accomplished everything that she wants yet for herself. So it's like she got this truth that I feel them working on themselves. And I forgive them. I'm going to connect to them. Let them know it's safe to come back when they're done with this healing. But I'm still going to move on my journey. I'm not rushing in to get into a relationship. I'm going to enjoy my singleness in mastering this Queen of Pentacles, becoming this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, she's like trusting her intuition. She's balancing out herself. It's like she's looking at the things that she's lost and that she's gained. Recognizing that in every part of her life, she's going to lose and she's going to gain. Right? Fighting through her obstacles. So I feel like she feels good when she's established something for herself as well. Remember, with this King of Swords and his whole journey, we had him where he was pursuing money, right? So he was ignoring the connection. She's coming out as a Queen of Pentacles. So she has this determination and drive too to be successful. And if she's focused on that, she becomes more and more happy because she's focused on herself and what she's creating and the obstacles she's fighting through. So she's proud of what she creates for herself as well. She's independent. You get me? She'll be able to do for him anything that she wants because she got her own success. So it's like when she thinks from that standpoint and she gains that clarity, she's like, I don't have to rush into love or decide on love right now. I know they're working on themselves. I'll see them when that time comes, but I have some things to accomplish that I want to be proud of. So she's not really ready for that union. Like, she might be telling herself that she is. She's probably just lonely. She wants companionship. You get me? But you got to learn the difference that I just want somebody to cuddle with here and there, or I really want to be in a relationship. Because relationship is work. And half these people ain't developed. They what they say? They frontal lobe ain't developed. So you're going to be wasting your time. It's going to be setting you back when your person is already on the way. You get me? So, yeah, as long as she's focusing on herself, they going to come in. But I feel like now they're caught up. And that's the energy we've been having with the counterparts. They're both in this flow state right now. So I feel like this is an extension of that reading, but more on a deeper level of the work that they've done and where they're at and coming into union. But her flow state is her focusing on her Queen of Pentacles. He's been in switched energy. He's been working on his King of Wands. She already has the Queen of Wands, that confidence. You get me? And he was working on his King of Cups as well. What else? Okay, so she'll be open to hearing from him what he has to say. She's going to hold her tongue. She's going to be compassionate. She says that whatever he says, it does matter if she's going to move forward. Because in the past, he just wanted attention. But if he's really moved on from that, and he's a King of Wands, then she could have a new beginning with him. I think that this feminine is careful about who she's going to give her self to, because she doesn't want to lose, especially what she's built. You know, some people can trick their energy. They could fool you so that you marry them, and then they take everything that you've worked for because it was always all about the money. Like, she's very careful. But the thing is, Spirit is telling her to trust her intuition, that she knows, she'll know. So, and I think because what she does to become who she becomes, she had to learn serious, hard lessons to be able to discern energies when they're trying to use her, or they really have something of value to give to her. But she had to go on her journey to learn that, to learn herself so that she could set those boundaries, right? And I feel like this masculine going and changing, and you see what it's taking for him to change. It's a lot of little things, breaking down a whole perspective. We all have mental issues when you think about it, right? Because this mindset, and it's based off of trauma. So he's breaking down his whole mental to create something new that he doesn't know. You get me? But he is trying. He is trying. And he is a strong masculine. He has value. And he has something to offer the feminine. He just has to get himself together as he's been doing. Okay? But he gonna reach out when the time is right. So that is what I have for you guys for Butterfly Gang. Yes, it's work. It's hard learning these lessons, but it's so worth it. Like, I think this was a beautiful reading. I loved it. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining. If it resonated with you, give me a big fat thumbs up. I'm going to do a couple bit more readings, and then I'm just going to release them. Or maybe I could go live, but I'm not going to go as long as this, because I'm on my schedule. Y'all see? I told y'all I'm trying. But I'm on my schedule. So I got 2 more to do. And then I'm going to go to TikTok, do some on TikTok. And then I have to do a video for Patreon. So we're going to do 2 more lives. We're going to do the Starseed message, and then we're going to do New Love. Both of those only going to be up to 30 minutes. 30 minutes max. Okay? I love y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.